Good morning, everybody. Welcome to South Sioux City School Administration Building. And a big good morning and welcome this Tuesday from our cabinet. Hopefully you're as pumped about the great weather on the way as we are. Sounds like we might be hitting a high for the year so far today. So along with that, please enjoy that weather, but do so alone and not in groups. I know that's hard for our students, especially, and even staff and just us as individuals. You want to get out and get involved in some group activities, but for us to do what we need to do together to flatten the curve of this virus and get through this as quick as possible, we need to maintain that separation. So please adhere to the governors, the health officials' warnings, and make sure that you're getting outside and enjoying the weather, but maintaining that social distancing. We'd like to start along those lines with a health update from Becky Eckhart, our Director of Student Services.
Good morning, everybody. Just a quick update from Dakota County Health and the Emergency Operating Center. In Nebraska, we are up to 412 lab confirmed cases, and we have seen 9 deaths in the state of Nebraska. At this time, we have 0 lab confirmed in Dakota County, and there's still just a couple other counties in the state of Nebraska that have 0 lab confirmed cases at this time. Encourage everybody to do what Mr. Strom had mentioned, continue to have social distancing, but get out, enjoy the beautiful weather. It will lift all our spirits, I believe.
Yes, very good. Thank you, Becky. We have a tremendous amount of celebrating to do because of our great staff, our students, the parents that are at home motivating your students regarding our curriculum delivery, and it continues to grow in depth and content and delivery. And we just want you to make sure that you spread the word to your friends and your classmates that school is going on, and if they aren't participating, they need to. We hope that everybody is able to participate, and we also want to help everybody participate. So however you can contact your friends and your classmates and other parents and just let them know that now every student at South Sioux City Schools is going to be doing some type of curriculum work. And I'll let Dr. Tracy Howman speak about that. She's our Director of Curriculum Instruction and Assessment here at South Sioux City.
Well, let's start out with one great celebration from yesterday, and I'll let Drew speak to that, our Chromebook distribution.
Yeah, we had a great day yesterday. We handed out 189 Chromebooks to 6th graders.
Fantastic.
And so, but we still have a few left. So if you didn't pick yours up yesterday, there's another chance today from 3 to 6 this afternoon at the middle school parking lot.
Very good.
That's fantastic. And we started our first day of online learning this week with 7th and 8th graders. And so we're getting underway with that, and I'm sure we'll learn a lot as we go. And thanks so much to the 7th and 8th grade, actually all middle school teachers who've been working on getting their content ready for the start of this. And high school is into week 2 now, and there too, if you are not engaged, time to get engaged, actually. So we need to get going with that. If you have not checked in, you need to do so right away. But lots of celebrations, and thanks so much to all the kids who have come and gotten their Chromebooks in 6th grade, all of the other students who are working hard and doing the things that they need to be doing to keep moving forward. Great job. Elementary, yes, as Mr. Strong mentioned, we have a lot of excellent work going on in terms of distance learning opportunities for kids among our teacher teams and our elementary principals leading that. We have seen some really amazing work. And for example, yesterday, Mrs. Major shared the choice board that the kindergarten team put together. And that's kind of a menu of options for kids and parents to do at home to keep those educational skills sharp and fun activities, but still learning activities. So those are great things for kids and families to do. And so lots of hard work. We'll continue to do that, and we will have another packet all prepped and ready here very shortly. Also, I just want to mention, I think all of us here and probably all over have heard different stories from our district of teachers hearing from kids by email, or a principal getting a phone call or whatever from a parent to say thanks for all you do. And those are just amazing, and it really does kind of lift all of our spirits every day when we hear those things. And so let's continue to lift each other up and reach out and stay connected. And I think that's every bit as important as anything else that we do. And it's very difficult right now. So keep doing those things. I think it's great for everybody and keeps all of our spirits up in these days when it's very, very different than what we're used to.
Yeah, true. Very good. Well, thank you, Tracy. Yeah, those connections are important, especially with your, like I said, with your classmates and your friends. At the high school level, if you are a student or a parent, at the high school level, just know that we're going to try to award credits and grades. We are awarding credits and grades, and we want to keep making progress towards graduation. So you need to keep making progress on your classes. So that involves communicating with your teacher, communicating with your principal, asking questions. You will get grades, and those will be reflected in Power School. Make sure you communicate, check on those with your teacher. And we will be talking at our school board meeting next Tuesday night about what that progress looks like. But at this point, we have not gone to a pass-fail system or done away with any credits at the high school level. So school is as usual as far as it's recorded in the Power School, and with homework and completion of assignments. Now, if you're being overwhelmed, or if you aren't able to access something, just like regular school, reach out, ask questions, ask your teacher, and they'll help you. What if I'm having trouble, Drew, with my technology? Who do I reach out to there? We got
Hey, you can call the help desk. It's 412-2899. And we also made the background of everybody's Chromebook have that information, and an email that you can call. So right on the back of everybody's Chromebook now, it'll have that information.
Okay, very good. Thank you. All right. So very important. We've had some questions about that. We only have, we are doing actually pretty good when it's compared to other school districts from what we've been hearing about kids that are engaged in online learning. But at the high school level, we'll be taking attendance again today and measuring how many kids are engaged and checked in. But I think we shared earlier this week, we're right at about 70% of those students. We hope to beat that today. So spread the word to your friends and classmates, like, hey, this isn't a free ticket. If you need to make sure you're doing your work, communicating with your teachers, and getting your grades just like you would if you were in school. And we'll help you do that, but you need to reach out. You need to do your part as a student also. And just a tremendous thanks to all of our great teachers. I have seen some fantastic lessons designed that are being placed out there online. I'm seeing some fantastic work by our elementary teachers for their upcoming next release of packets and supporting materials with that. So thank you all for that. I'd like to give Mrs. Gill a chance to say a little bit about HR updates. We have some important things coming as of tomorrow.
Hi, good morning, everybody. As you can imagine, with all of the ever-changing things that are going on, as quickly as we put together a plan, the plan needs to change because of a new development or directive that we've received. So we are planning on rolling out some new provisions specifically for classified staff and working schedules. Keep an eye out for that. We hope to have further details shared with you via email and also tomorrow as part of this morning broadcast. So stay tuned.
Very good. Yes, thank you, Mrs. Gill. So important email coming for staff today, and then make sure you tune in tomorrow at 9 o'clock. That broadcast is, I'll turn it over to Lance. He's going to be talking about some other things, but that broadcast tomorrow, Lance, is going to be for South Sioux staff only, right?
Yeah, we're going to have that as an unlisted YouTube link tomorrow, and I'll email that out like I do every day to your email, but we won't be putting that out on social media and so forth. So tomorrow's broadcast is really targeted just at our own staff, and not that we're trying to, there's nothing sneaky or nothing, but it's just targeted about to our staff. So we'll be sending that out in the morning as an unlisted YouTube link.
Yeah,
and you can join in.
Yeah, just as you guys are missing your students, so we miss our staff, and we do have contact with some of you as you're in and out of the buildings, but we need to also touch base on several items. So you'll hear from most of our directors tomorrow regarding several topics, and then it'll be directly to staff. So staff, also please spread the word amongst your colleagues to tune in to the live stream tomorrow at 9 o'clock, and you'll be getting an email with that link later on today.
Yeah, in the morning. Yeah, it'll be in the morning right away. Also, I sent along as an attachment this morning a PDF of the calendar. That's this year's calendar, so that's the 1920 school year. Usually we don't really adjust that. We just kind of say, look at those purple days at the end that are kind of our makeup day in the order. But I went ahead and edited that because this is such a unique situation, and we've had lots of questions about when's the last day for students exactly, and when is the last day for staff exactly. So as of right now, where we sit, and you'll see it as the attachment this morning, and I also updated it on the website, I believe. The last day for students is going to be that Friday, the 22nd of May. And then the last day for staff will be the next week on, that'll be Wednesday, the 27th. So what we'd like, in a perfect situation, perfect is probably the wrong word, but the best situation would be is that we can have some of the requirements lifted that we're underneath right now, and we can bring everybody back in for some of those two PD days at the end of the year. Because it's just nothing like wrapping up the year the way we do it, and we've always done it, and having some kind of an assembly and celebration sort of thing of kind of the year. If we're not able to be here in person and do that, obviously we'll do something virtually, and we'll do it that way.
Yeah, very good.
So look at that over if there's some blaring questions or something that I've missed. Once again, reach out to me or bring it forward in some way, and we'll answer it or fix it or whatever.
Yeah, and again, tomorrow on 9 o'clock's live stream, you'll be addressing the calendar as one of our topics also. So if there's staff input, we can definitely take it on that live stream at that time, or by email or phone call.
So if there's any questions, I can research that and then bring that forward during that meeting if we have to. But so we've had the snow days this year already. I know that's what's put us into those purple days. We've had 3 of them. We're into the purple days for 3 of those. So that's why we're at the days we're at there. And the kids, there was a couple of days they were going to be off in between parent-teacher conferences and the ACT for the secondary, for example, and they're kind of making those up, but they're kind of doing the online virtual learning too, so it's a little bit easier just to keep going through those. So, but we are going to kind of adhere to the Good Friday and then Easter Monday, we call it, this coming weekend here. So
Yes.
It's kind of a couple short weeks in a row for everybody.
Very good. Thank you, Lance. I'd like to welcome Doyle Smith, our Director of Maintenance. He has some updates from him and his crew, so welcome.
Thanks. Morning, everybody. custodians are in the buildings. They sort of shifted to the classrooms now. Have electricians changing light bulbs, and a lot of outdoor work going on right now, getting mowers ready. Sort of just a normal summertime day at the district. So that's all that's going on today, and I hope everybody's staying safe. And
Yeah.
have a good one.
Yeah. Thanks, Doyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I imagine the grass may start turning a little greener today with the nice weather. So, is there any questions that are popping up, Lance, on chat that we need to answer? Okay. Once again, employees, please watch for that email and link. But we hope to see all of our employees online tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. For the live stream. We have some very important announcements for you, and also a chance for you to interact with your administration, ask questions on chat, and get the information firsthand. The link will not be a public link. It'll be private only for our members, for our great employees. So, thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. Enjoy some of that sun today. See you tomorrow at 9.